You did that the other day. You were like, wrong, wrong, wrong.
Pardon me while I crank my auger here.
There's a rusted sign.
Welcome back to Green Sea Acres. Today we're going to be putting together the Producer's Pride Poultry Run. You watched us a few weeks ago build our chicken coop, and so today we're going to be putting together the poultry run. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Connect the tile side panels next. See, the problem is I don't like going by the directions. I just want to go where I want to go.
That's all we're doing. That's how we got the block under the chicken coop wrong. Log rolling contest at 2 o'clock.
Spin it around. Perfect. Oh, yay.
Yay, what?
We'll have to do that.
Ain't working. It ain't gonna work. You just gotta be up here. Got to be above it. And you can't down below it. So
well, we'll just pull it out and then push it back.
okay.
Come on, man, let me get this piece. You get this piece. Yeah.
I think you'll just wait, do it like this, and then move it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is we have to take these two pieces and put them together around the bars and put this bolt in, which has a little square section in it, like that. Put that bolt in there like that, and then put the nut on this end. It's not too complex for us.
There's a rusted sign on County Road 9. Faded letters spell no outlet. Past the churchyard gate and the red clay line where the dew clings to the wild violets. You won't find it on a map or a guide, but it's the place where my heart resides, where the gravel meets the pines. The air smells sweet like turpentine, where the whippoorwills sing low at night, under stars that never lost their light. If you're looking for me, that's where I'll be, where the gravel meets the pines, wild and free. The creek runs cool, cutting through the field, a mirror for the sky, so blue and white. The oak tree's roots are scars that time won't heal. They've held the ground through every tide. I learned to fish, to pray and to dream by that muddy water's quiet gleam. And the world might spin 1,000 ways, but some places never change, where the gravel meets the pines, and the air smells sweet like turpentine, where the whippoorwills sing low at night, under stars that never lost their light. If you're looking for me, that's where I'll be, where the gravel meets the pines, wild and free.
In the uh-oh.
No.
Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, it's a little tight. Little door adjustment.
Probably.
Problem with the door is this. It's just hitting it just a little bit high. So it's not letting it go in. It's supposed to hit it. Let's see. Get a better angle on it. It's supposed to hit that right there. And just make it click right up as it goes in. So it's just not, it's hitting it just a little bit too high. Oh, I think if we loosen that screw and then shrink. Hey, we don't need the rubber mallet. I know what we need.
Okay.
We just need to loosen that screw and let this down just a hair, and then that'll solve the problem. And now we come to the part of the video where things go sideways.
This way off. It's got to go the other way. I don't know what it would go to on the other way.
You know what?
What?
I bet these are supposed to go in. Ah!
Did you read the instructions?
It didn't say that.
Yeah, we're way off. That's the only thing that would keep it off. That's about 4 inches that we're off.
So we got the chicken run put together, and I gave you a little close-up of how it went together with the clamps. When we went to go put on the roof, we discovered that we had put the chicken run together a little backwards. Well, not really backwards. It didn't even say what you were supposed to do in the instructions, as far as if the angled pieces went on the inside of the straight pieces, or if the angled pieces went on the outside of the straight pieces. So we just decided to set it up with the angled pieces, which would be more the roof line. The angled, when I say angled pieces, I mean the pieces that are like this. Whether they were supposed to be on the outside or the inside, we decided to put them on the outside of the straight pieces, and that was not the way to do it, because when we went to go put on the roof, we had to stop and completely rearrange it to where the angled pieces were on the inside of the straight pieces. Another thing that we did fried poultry run was that we ordered the universal cover that fits it. And we had that added because we wanted the chickens to at least have some sense of shade during the day. Our chicken coop doesn't have any trees around it. We didn't really have any trees on the land that have grown up enough to give the chickens any shade. So we just set the coop here. We're going to plant some trees, but that'll be several years before the trees are up with any amount of shade that's usable for them. So we wanted them to be able to have a cover. The cover is only $49. It's well worth it. I recommend the Producer's Pride Poultry Run. I recommend absolutely 100%. It's sturdy, it's heavy duty. It was fairly easy to put together, with the exception of which way you were supposed to put the sides on in order for the roof to fit. If it wasn't for that, if we had done it the other way, we would have no trouble with the roof going on. We would have been able to put the roof on no problem. So this is what the add-on top looks like, the universal top looks like for that. It's held down by some straps and some Velcro. This is Margie. I have 8 chickens. All of their names are Margie. But this is Margie, who has become my friend. I think she thinks she's a dog. She follows me everywhere. She runs to greet me. She follows me everywhere. We've only had them like a week and a half. And she's the smartest chicken. She figured out the water the fastest. She figured out the feeder. She figured out everything. And when I say the straight sides, the straight panels, these are the ones that I mean over here. When I say the arched panels, this is what I mean over here. So it's the ones that go up into the peak. So the sides need to be, the straight sides need to be on the outside of the arched panels whenever you put the roof on. Otherwise, the roof does not go on. It has to meet so that the clamps up there can connect to the ends. The roof has to meet the end walls, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. So anyway, the cover goes on really easy with the Velcro and the buckles, and it was a really fairly easy put together for us. I was impressed. The only thing that you do have to remember is that for the top, if you're going to put a top on it or a tarp or whatever it is you're going to put on, you need to make sure that those screws are pointing towards the inside of the coop so that you don't rip your top when you put it on. You always want those screws to be pointing down. And I know, if you build stuff all the time, duh, that's common sense. But for those of us that don't build stuff all the time, it's good to hear that. It's just good to know. And I just wanted to share for just a minute, go around the outside and show how everything ended up looking together. We put up a temporary fence to test where we want their free range area to be limited to. We have an issue with dogs here, and we have an issue with hawks. Obviously, I can't cover their free range area with netting because we want it to be big and spacious for them to move around. But in the same sense, I want to be able to protect them from dogs while they're out in the run during the day, whether I'm here, whether I'm not here. You know, I at least want to try so that I can say I tried in case something happens. I would hate to think that one of these chickens died because I didn't at least make an effort. So anyway, they have beautiful orange netting right now, which will eventually become a fence that will encircle their run and coop. I've laughed and said several times, owning chickens is way easier than owning dogs. Anyway, chickens, they're great. I give them 10 out of 10. Other people had said chickens are the easiest farm animal that you can get, and I would have to agree with them. The chickens are just easy. Maybe because they're pooping and peeing outside, and I don't have to worry about them coming in or out at the house like I do dogs, but I don't know. I envision us expanding, maybe double the size, right along in here, but I'm not sure what we're going to do. Rick and I have to talk about it and really measure it out and see how much fence we have left. And I'm shooting a video of the chickens right now because they are just now learning how to use the nipple waterer. I'm so excited. That really nice waterer and feeder came with the coop that we bought through Costco, the Over Easy chicken coop. And when we had the chickens in the coop, for the 48 hours that we left them in there, we had just a 1 gallon Tractor Supply water, which was, you know, it's fine, but I didn't want to live my life with that. So I'm just thrilled that they're using this. Today was the day that we were all going to learn, because I was not putting that 1 gallon water back in there to mess with. It got dirty all the time. I mean, if you've ever had one, you understand. If you're a chicken keeper, you understand what I'm talking about. But wow, this is really going to make such a huge difference. Well, if you made it all the way to the end of this video and you're still watching, please be sure to like and subscribe to show your support for the channel. And thanks so much for watching. It means a lot to us.